Okay guys, so since our last video, a lot of you guys have been coming up to me and messaging me through Facebook and Twitter and everything and asking me where do my credentials come from or what are my opinions on what makes a good anime and what makes a bad anime. I've seen about 800 hours of anime and I just recently saw something that changed the way I look at anime, and that's something really rare for me to say. And god damn it, it was Neo Yokio. I'm Moki Castro, and this is Talking Shots.
So chief, it's the return of the blade and slice shade, getting paid into my silhouette fades, a mercenary.
So before I got into the focus of the video, what I really wanted to get into was just to give all of our fans thanks. Thank you to every single person that's actually taken the time to either comment on the videos, message the videos, or, you know, just take some time out to support us, and it means the world to me. But before I start getting sappy, let's get into the actual topic, Neo Yokio. Wilkie, you started this video by saying, oh, you think Neo Yokio is incredible. And most people that have seen that might not have the same exact opinion as me, but let me just give you a little bit of reason as to why I think it is something that everyone needs to see. So Wilkie, in the beginning of this video, you mentioned how Neo Yokio is something incredible, and most people that would watch this anime would not think the same thing. Why do I think it's incredible? Have you ever seen something so bad that it's good? This is, without a doubt, and I'm gonna go into incredible detail, I'm gonna detach this thing apart. I'm gonna break it down as to why this is the worst anime that I've ever seen. And yet, there's still something about it. There's still this feeling of seeing something so bad that you have to stop and reassess your entire opinions about anime. Where you still have to go back and start thinking of what makes an anime good or bad. And Neo Yokio does every single thing bad, and I'm so fucking excited. There's something about the show that just every few minutes I have to sit and actually pause it and ask myself, did they do this on purpose? Fuck, I did it again. So let's just start with the background of the show and the only reason that you guys actually might know of it. So this show was actually produced on Netflix. This is an original show directed and produced by Jaden Smith. The show itself was actually created and more so brought together by the lead singer of Vampire Weekend, who, if you don't know, his name is Ezra Corey Hames. Pretty much it ends up being this all-star cast of people who were involved, and it's such a waste of an amazing cast. Let's start with just how the first aspect of this just being so slow and so ridiculous and so bad in every single aspect. So the plot of the show. Jaden Smith plays the most eligible bachelor in Neo Yokio, aka futuristic Tokyo mixed with New York, but it's more New York than anything. It doesn't make sense. But he plays the most eligible bachelor within the series, which is a huge thing because they even make a list about it, which is one of the major plot points. Besides the fact that he's this like super duper rich dude who's just unlikable and the most boring and bland character that I think I've ever even experienced in a show, he is also a demon hunter, which seems like a forced plot point just to kind of give you like a reason to want to like him or just to compare it to other shows. He's bland, he is so selfish, he is so unlikable and dry and barren in the fact that he doesn't treat the people around him like shit, but the people that matter to him, he treats himself above them. And it gives this unlikable aspect to him, which makes me stop and ask, did they do this on purpose? So why would you even make your lead character someone so weak and unlikable? One of the best things about a series is having a lead who either you can understand his motivations, and that's just what makes a good character, but we don't have that. I can't tell you why he decides to spend an entire episode taking care of a mansion instead of charging his best friend who's a robot. I can't tell you why he spends more of an episode fussing over a suit than taking care of his friends, and I can't tell you, god fucking damn it, it's refreshing. Why would you make your character so unlikable, so dry, so barren, Usually when creators actually make a character, you either make a character relatable to the audience so people actually give a fuck about the person that they're watching on screen, or they at least give you motivation or understanding for why they do the things that they do. CasCon doesn't have that. Where if it isn't grandiose or if it isn't up to a standard, it doesn't matter. And sometimes you get that feeling, and I say sometimes because I'm trying to be generous, but I mean like 100% of the time, you get the feeling that even the people that matter to him don't matter. Most of the show is just CasCon going to do little demon hunting things where he goes to events and he stops a demon from doing some demonic shit. There's this weird plot point that they try to really push home, which to me makes no sense, where they talk about materialism and capitalism because of his focus on, you know, rich nigga shit. I shouldn't say nigga, because people are gonna fucking call me out because they think I'm not black. Just stuff that is unrelatable. The plot falls apart, the story really goes nowhere, and it never moves anywhere, so it just leaves you wanting more. So the next thing that I really wanted to talk about is just how terrible the sound design is in every aspect. There's so many talented people that worked on the show. Desus and Mero play the best friends of Jaden Smith. People like Jude Law, and it just seems like they have no experience ever in voice acting. And I'm not saying that everyone is bad. Jaden Smith isn't terrible. He's mediocre at best. Desus and Mero are the only redeeming qualities about the show. But yet it seems like all these trained actors have no idea where they're trying to go with their character. It feels like they have no motivation and they just leave these paperless, dry characters in front of you that just leave you wanting more. Did they do it on fucking purpose? Wilkie, what's next? What else is bad about this anime? What redeeming qualities does it have? It's not the fucking animation at all in any single sense of the word. It looks like their entire budget for the show was spent on just getting people who are well known to like actually put their name on it. The budget looks like it's $5 fucking. It looks like it was drawn by someone who bought one of those how to draw anime books. You remember those from like the Scholastic book fair from when you were like an elementary school kid and a little jit? It looks like someone bought one of those and then animated everything, and I'm not kidding about it. Look at CasCon's design, period. He always has the same white streaks in his hair no matter what the lighting or no matter what the shot is, and it gives you this sense of, wow, you have no fucking idea what you're doing. You have no idea where you're directing the camera. Where's the light source coming from? You don't know what you're doing. So Wilkie, are there any redeeming qualities about this anime? You may be asking yourself right now, which is what I asked myself when I saw this. There aren't. I hate it. I genuinely do. And it's something so refreshing. Something that I felt has been lost for such a long time that I haven't felt, of just absolute distaste and me not being able to find something I can even pretend to like in this anime. You know what it's like to see over 800 hours of anime. You know what it is to see dozens of series and study them and do videos like these. And to know that sometimes you feel numb because you're just so bored of seeing the same thing over again. It's an addiction because of the fact that I've seen so many things that are so good, and this is just the opposite. After I saw the show, I went back and I watched Fooly Cooly because I think it's something that's similar that you could compare it to. Both shows were made by Production IG, which is the studio. Both shows are 6 episodes long, and both of them had relatively the same budget with the same idea and the same amount of talent on both sides. The difference between Fooly Cooly and Neo Yokio is the fact that Neo Yokio feels directionless. It feels like every single aspect is a waste of time. It feels like no one cared to even review anything before they put it out. What it really feels like, it feels like the first time you ever watched an anime, so you stole every single anime trope and just thought it was the coolest thing ever. And it's hilarious. And it gives me life. Now, you can ask me about my opinion on everything, and I can be wrong, and you can think I'm wrong about certain things. That's fantastic. I don't mind it. But any aspect that you think is actually redeemable, another show has done it better. Wilkie, what's a good demon hunting anime? Go watch Witch Hunter Robin. Go watch Bleach. Go watch freaking Hellsing. Hellsing is the best version of this that you could probably watch. Someone hunting demons or hunting an occult item or occult... Yeah, no, that was sloppy. All of them do the demon hunter genre a lot better. Oh, Wilkie, if you're so smart, what's a good anime about materialism and gluttony? Spirited Away. Kagekuri. So what anime has a mecha, a woke female interest, an angsty male lead, and deep undertones?
Fully Koei.
So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for my entire little review on Neo Yokio. Thank you again for taking your time to actually watch this Talking Shots video. I'm Wilkie Castro, and fuck.
Chief, it's the return of the blade and slice shade, getting paid into my silhouette fades. A mercenary, spit to levy versus scary sage, doing girlies dirty, splitting with